be considered to be amongst the promotion favourites. Neither has yet won a game. Ipswich have drawn 3 and lost 1 of their first 4 matches. They sit in 20th in the embryonic table, whilst the Sheffield United players have lost all 4. They are rock bottom of the championship after what is their worst start to a season for 30 years. So an awful lot of pressure flying around Portman Road. Ipswich, of course, were relegated from the Premier League last season, whilst, as you know, Sheffield United were playoff final losers. And so far, neither clubs look like they've been able to shake off and recover from their respective disappointments. So it's an evening on which both clubs hope they can build a platform for the months and matches that lie ahead. At their best, both will be contenders. There's Matt Holland, former Ipswich favourite. At their best, both clubs will be contenders, that's for sure. But neither has been remotely near their best so far this season. That has been absolutely crystal clear looking at their results, particularly, of course, those of Ruben Sayers' Sheffield United. The Spaniard having come in the summer to replace Chris Wilder, who paid the penalty for losing to Sunderland at Wembley. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is here today. Recently dispensed with by Beşiktaş in Turkey. So it's always a good atmosphere at Portman Road. It's normally a full house or thereabouts. The stadium these days holds just a tad over 30,000. And we'll be close to that even on a Friday night when travel is not that easy. Certainly if you're travelling down the M1 from Sheffield, it's not. But these Sheffield United players have a decent backing despite their terrible start to the season. And both these sides will just have a little niggle of fear in the back of their minds, knowing that the other, should they click, would be potentially a very difficult opponent indeed. International break out of the way. This the first game of Matchday 5 in the championship season. And both clubs were busy in the transfer window, which shut at the beginning of this month. More about that in the team selection in a moment. But there are some new faces. So here they come from the relatively tight confines of the tunnel at Portman Road. Out into the night sky. As you can see, it's the ticket to have tonight in the town of Ipswich. Well, it feels a little bit like a new start for both, 2 weeks on from their last games. Both clubs having been very active in the days before that transfer window shut. Let's see if that is a false dawn or whether it is indeed a turning point. Players greet each other. A little autumnal feel around the place now. Here are the teams. Ipswich boss Kieran McKenna making 2 changes to the 11 which started their last game. That was a 2-2 draw here against Derby, in which they won a point with a penalty in the 16th minute of added time at the end of the game. Ashley Young has a slight muscle injury. Connor Chaplin also out there, replaced by Darnell Furlong and Chuba Akpom. It's Furlong's Ipswich debut, Akpom's first start. New signings Sindra Ageli and Marcelino Nunez are on the bench. Sheffield United manager Ruben Sayers saw his side lose 1-0 at Middlesbrough in their last game. 3 changes today. Out go Tyler Bindon, Tyrese Campbell, who scored their only goal of the season so far, and Gustavo Harmer, who was captain at the Riverside, and he's not left out often. In come Mark McGuinness for his debut after joining from Luton. Alex Matos also making a debut, having joined from Chelsea's reserves, and Tom Cannon, who will lead the line. One man who's not available to Sheffield United is their deadline day loan signing from Ipswich, Chidozie Obene, who cannot feature, of course, against his parent club. So some really big names in both the team sheets. Players who will feel they can do it not only at the top of the Championship but in the Premier League too, and that is where these two clubs should be aiming to be. Neither anywhere near it in the early weeks of the season. Referee today, by the way, is Farai Halam, a relative newcomer to the Championship, and in fact a former player. He was on the books of Stevenage as a teenage defender. So some familiar faces, some new faces, familiar in different colours. McGuinness amongst them. Kieran McKenna, hoping his side can notch their first victory of the season. Ruben Sayers hoping for anything to fall his side's way. It's been a calamitous beginning to his career at the club. Former Southampton, Reading and Hull coach. So Farai Halam is ready, I think. It'll be Sheffield United in the red and white stripes, black shorts, kicking from right to left against Ipswich Town in the blue jerseys and white shorts. Ipswich attacking the Sir Alf Ramsey stand in the first half. City Peck just being dispossessed. Chuba Akpom for Ipswich Town, spreading it wide. Leif Davis on the overlap, as he loves to do. The ball in towards George Hurst, cleared away, driven by Dara O'Shea, somewhat optimistically goalwards. And flipped onto Louis Barry, quite nicely by Tom Cannon. This is Barry for Sheffield United, and that's a very good challenge to take it away from him by Matusiwa. Hurst, Akpom, Philogene. Jaden Philogene allowed to drift inside and get a shot away, which was a slightly bumbling effort from the edge of the penalty area, and is easily saved by Michael Cooper. You would imagine confidence is a little paper thin for Sheffield United. Very important that they don't concede early. Tanganga, who was outstanding for the Blades at Middlesbrough in that defeat. No exaggeration, I think, to say it could have been much worse than a 1-0 defeat, but for the efforts of Japhet Tanganga, who was making his debut at the Riverside, having joined Sheffield United from Millwall. It's a foul. Brooks. His Furlong. Bags of championship experience, of course. Darnell Furlong with West Bromwich Albion. Queen's Park Rangers before that. Put down. Here he is, Alex Matos, who actually started his career at Norwich City, Ipswich's great rivals. Tom's okay. Alex Matos getting forward, dispossessed on the edge of the penalty area and cleared away by Palmer. Well won in the air by Tanganga. Here's Sidney Peck for Sheffield United, who was lucky, actually, I thought, not to get a red card at Middlesbrough. Brooks, Peck. Flick from Akpom, tied it up by Burrows for Sheffield United. Well defended, Furlong. Just couldn't quite sneak it back into the path of McAteer. Matos for Peck. Barry for Burrows. Greaves with the header, which brings a corner. A little lack of communication between Jacob Greaves and Alex Palmer. Greaves in your picture there is 25 today. It was never going to be an own goal because it wasn't on target, but it was a needlessly conceded corner kick. Sheffield United corner kick then, first of the game, and it was a free header, which might have been on target from Japhet Tanganga, but he's missed it by a distance here. Wasn't picked wide and over, somewhat fortunately for Ipswich. Is dispossessed. Callum O'Hare. Brooks. Calista just guilty of overplaying a little bit in that area. Not a terrific ball in by Brooks, too high for Tom Cannon. He went and I don't know what you'd call it, eyeballed, confronted, spoke to the travelling Sheffield United supporters at Middlesbrough after their last match, the defeat. Fronted it up. Now here's Callum O'Hare for Sheffield United. Good block, O'Shea. Just played twice for Chelsea's first team. Matos had loan spells at Huddersfield and at Oxford. Throw is longish and headed away by O'Shea. back in by Matos. This could drop anywhere. The whistle's gone. Foul by Cannon. Darnell Furlong for Ipswich Town. George Hurst. Tanganga was strong. And then bundled to the ground. McAteer with the foul. It's a new look Sheffield United back four with Godfrey at right back, Tanganga in the middle, now with McGuinness. So Burrows to take this free kick for Sheffield United. O'Shea got his head to it, that's Sidney Peck. Brooks' little touch on is cleared away. I think Louis Barry felt he might have been being fouled. The referee didn't agree. Start for the season he would have wanted, but there's plenty of time to put it right for Ipswich. It's hard to imagine they won't be around the top of the table come crunch time in a few months' time. Greaves away to Davis. Jaden Philogene. Davis. Davis with the cross, Hurst! Well, Hurst lunged at it at the near post, didn't quite make contact. Akpom was almost onto it behind him, neither could quite get the touch. Burrows forward ball, O'Shea for Ipswich. Great ball in by Leif Davids, we've seen him do it so many times. Keeper got a touch on that actually, and it could have been an important one from Michael Cooper. Hurst couldn't reach it. Without that Cooper touch, maybe it would have been not much more than a tap-in for either Akpom or McAteer. Free kick. Really important touch from the keeper. This is Philogene, good save. Kept alive by Jaden Philogene. Ipswich beginning to push now. Leif Davis, a little deflection on the cross. Cooper getting Tanganga out of his way. This is what happened. The free kick was quickly taken. Just popped over the top of Ben Godfrey into Jaden Philogene. Cooper called upon again. Quite a lively first segment of the game, actually. No foul by Godfrey. Peck. Matos. Barry. Corner. Corner kick is over the top from Tanganga again. Two corners, both delivered from this left-hand side, both headed off target by Japhet Tanganga. To do the goal kick again. Long from O'Shea, it might reach Hurst, it nearly did. Burrows took it away from him almost at the last minute. Peck on Kayusta. Young to be skipper, Sidney Peck, he turns 21 tomorrow. O'Hare. Furlong's forward ball, Burrows for Sheffield United. Appealing for handball, not given. Alex Palmer. Had to be very patient, Alex Palmer, at Ipswich for his opportunity to come, but he is now established as their first choice goalkeeper. Peck Muric, who you may remember was signed last summer, has left the club on loan, leaving Walton as understudy to Palmer. Brooks. Burrows. Not giving that. Burrows went over without any significant contact. That is a free kick, however. Burrows is complaining about the one a few seconds ago when he felt he was fouled inside the penalty area. Louis Barry played it into him. Let's have a look. It's an arm on the shoulder, I think, but there's not enough, really. You can't go giving penalties for that. So Burrows with the curling free kick. O'Hare's ball in. It's George Hurst back there defending. Matos here for Sheffield United. Had to get that right and did. Louis Barry. Burrows. That was a good cross. The header is off target though. Took a deflection on its way, O'Hare's header. Can be another Sheffield United corner here. Dug out a good cross, Burrows. Yeah, just flicked off the head of Kayusta. So corner number 3 for his side. They've only scored 1 goal so far this season. That was scored by Tyrese Campbell, who has been taken out of the starting 11 and put on the bench tonight. Hurst away. Matos. All the way to Cooper. Tanganga. Mark McGuinness. And again McGuinness, who made 7 appearances for Luton before joining Sheffield United in the window this season. Burrows, McGuinness. Had a loan spell, Mark McGuinness, at Ipswich Town when he was very young and an Arsenal trainee. Played 25 games for Ipswich Town in that spell, Mark McGuinness, against them tonight. A nice turn, Cayusta. And a very good ball as well, that's really good stuff. McAteer here for Ipswich, good save. Did well to get the shot through the defender and on target, actually, Casey McAteer. Cooper called on again. Look at this from Cayusta, really good stuff. And McAteer did well here through the legs of Burrows. Well watched and well saved. Might fall to Philogene. Ben Godfrey has a bit of a problem here. Jayden Philogene, 1-0. Really well taken. Test of character now for Sheffield United. They're behind again. Just an element of good fortune about this, really. Matos sliding in, trying to cut it out, and it flew 40 metres to Philogene. Godfrey didn't get tight enough. And Philogene into the corner of the net with a very tidy finish indeed. Ipswich 1, Sheffield United 0. Been a fairly even 20 minutes, but Jayden Philogene's a little bit of quality and a little bit of bad luck for Alex Matos mean that Ipswich are in front. Here's Sidney Peck. Cooper with the clearance. Cayusta for Davis. Davis running at Godfrey. Oh. Really good ball in again from Leif Davis, and Sheffield United are a bit fortunate there was no blue jersey there. That's good play. It's causing Godfrey a lot of problems. Since Ipswich were promoted into the Premier League 2 years ago, he had more assists than any other player in the Championship. O'Hare. Sheffield United have a free kick. They're a bit beleaguered at the moment, the Blades. Collectively beleaguered, and he is the man carrying the can. Been a pretty miserable start to this season for both Sheffield clubs, you would have to say, for different reasons. It's Burrows. Well run by Matchday. Take it away from O'Hare. It's Matos. Louis Barry's cross. Brooks trying to win it in the air. Picked off by Burrows, sent wide to Barry. Now to play for a goal kick. Just past the midway point of the first half. So Ipswich in front. They have not won a game since the 2nd of April, when they secured a win against Bournemouth in the Premier League. Home fans aren't very happy with Brooks here. You can see why. Davis is gone. Brooks tripped him. You have to go back a very long way for Ipswich's last home win. That was in the FA Cup against Bristol Rovers here on January the 12th. They haven't won a league game at Portman Road in 2025. They haven't won this one yet either, though they are in front. Furlong's throw, O'Shea, Greaves, Davis, caught late again, and again by Brooks. Well, he got away with it the first time, and he's going to get away with it the second time. It is a free kick. But no card. Palmer to Matchday, who was under a bit of pressure. Here's O'Shea. Furlong. Hurst. That's gone astray. Intended for Greaves, but out of play for a Sheffield United throw-in. Burrows. For Palmer. Palmer for O'Shea. Ipswich get the throw in. McAteer, good ball, just taken away from Hurst as he was in mid-air. Ipswich are really well on top now. Burrows. Oliver Langford is the fourth official, just having a word. Free kick for a foul on Peck. Sheffield United just need a little spell to restore their equilibrium. They started the game okay. The goal has rocked them, as you might expect. Harrison Burrows with a free kick for Sheffield United, nodded away by Jens Kajusta. O'Hare. Brooks. Peck. Tanganga. Shafak Tanganga. Hurst won that fairly and really well. Philogene, nice ball. Akpom. McAteer in the middle. Akpom didn't give those in the middle a chance. Really well won by Hurst, though. Onside, Chuba Akpom here. McGuinness clearly playing him on. Not a great cross. A player who is on loan at Ipswich from Ajax. O'Hare. Goal scorer Philogene. Unlucky, Davis can't reach it. He likes to cut inside, as we saw on the goal. He will have been in charge for 4 years this December, Kieran McKenna. Been almost all upwards. Well, confidence or foolhardiness. The result is a Sheffield United throw-in. O'Hare's header is picked off by Davis, his Sidney Peck. Kieran McKenna would be quite annoyed if Ipswich gift Sheffield United a route into this game. Team short on confidence, short on goals. Foul by McAteer. Solskjaer. I wonder where he goes for his next managerial adventure. In it goes from Burrows. And Brooks hit it. Ricocheted off Davis behind for the corner. Actually, I don't think it did hit Davis, he just sliced it. It's a goal kick. You would imagine that the fact that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is watching a championship game means that he is open to offers should a championship club wish to engage him. Gustavo Harmer, not often he's left out of things for Sheffield United, the Brazilian who wore the captain's armband in their defeat at Middlesbrough, also on the opening day of the season as well, actually. Jack Robinson, who was captain in between, has now moved on. Appeals for handball, waved away. Andre Brooks has it for Sheffield United. Brooks curling cross. Well, Ipswich definitely felt there was a handball in the build-up. Well, he'd certainly be the favourite to be the first managerial casualty of the season at the moment. Tyrese Campbell, also left out of the side today by Ruben Sayers. Sheffield United, nothing on target yet, though they've actually had more efforts in the game than Ipswich have. 3 of them Tanganga headers, I think, off target. Certainly 2 of them. Akpom down here, and pretty angry about it. It's a stretching challenge from Sidney Peck. Former Middlesbrough man is not happy. Well, Peck just needs to be careful. I mentioned it earlier. I thought he was very close to getting a red card in the defeat at Middlesbrough just before the international break. Very close for me. It was a kind decision of the referee to let him stay on the pitch. No card at all for that one. Well won by McGuinness. Shea's header. Tanganga beating Hurst in the air. This is interesting, and Burrows just tried a little swivelling cross here, didn't quite pull it off. Good header, Tanganga. Burrows onside. Might have been an attempt to catch out Alex Palmer at his near post, that. Go down as an attempt off target, maybe. Another one. It's a tidy ball in. Akpom couldn't quite find Philogene. Brooks ran back a long way to make that interception. Whistle's gone. Michael Cooper's long clearance away downfield. Ends up at the feet of Alex Palmer. McAteer. Peck. Tanganga. Good defender, Furlong. Got a red card actually on the opening day of the season, Darnell Furlong, playing for West Bromwich Albion against Blackburn. Burrows sneaking it through to Matos. Four minutes of normal time in this first half to go. Ipswich, I think you'd have to say, good value for their lead, even though Sheffield United have had a few attempts at the Ipswich goal without getting anything on the Ipswich goal, and certainly not anything in the Ipswich goal. That's a free kick. McAteer. Nicely left, almost squeezed through back to Akon by Hurst, who's in a battle here with Peck, which results in a Sheffield United free kick. Just once or twice Sheffield United have looked alarmingly open at the back, and that was one of those occasions. Just a long ball, I say long ball, a well-directed pass has been enough on occasion to cause them a lot of difficulty. McGuinness. Tanganga. Sheffield United throw in. Andre Brooks takes it to Sidney Peck. Getting involved, and Philogene has it. There's Tanganga. I don't think you could say that Tanganga didn't make any impact on Spurs in his time there as a youngster. Played 50 times for Tottenham Hotspur, largely under Mourinho. McAteer. Kayusta. last 2 minutes of the first half. Jens Kajusla, it's a foul. Kajusła's played more games at Ipswich now than he has for his parent club Napoli. Filucci. Davis. Looking for the run of Kajusła. Hurst in a tangle with Japhet Tanganga, and that fell rather kindly for Cooper in the Sheffield United goal. Here's Callum O'Hare, and still. Well cut out. And Furlong's pass finds Kajusła, who's beginning to show his quality in that defensive midfield position. Finds Jaden Filucci. McAteer. Cooper behind it. Foul on Peck by Filucci. Just one to add on. Brooks. Sheffield United throw in added time at the end of the first half. Well, it counts. Not his finest hour. He's actually played very well in his game and a half for Sheffield United. The whistle goes, they're behind here at Portman Road. Ruben Sayers has some work to do again. 4 defeats on the spin at the start of the season. Are Ipswich Town heading to their first 3 points of the campaign? Jaden Filucci's goal in the 20th minute, the difference between the sides. Half-time then at Portman Road. Ipswich Town 1, Sheffield United 0. Welcome back to Portman Road. Here come the home side. Leading by that Philogene goal to 0. Took it really well, Jayden Philogene. His 4th goal for the club since joining them from Aston Villa. His most prolific spell of his career by far was his time at Hull City. Villa, you'll remember, sold him to Hull and then brought him back again. Well, all the pressure's on him, Ruben Sayers. It is already their worst start to a season for 30 years. You go back to that season, 95-96. Sheffield United actually did lose their first 5 games. They've already lost 4 this season. The 5 they lost back then, 30 years ago, were to Watford, Tranmere, Oldham, Crystal Palace and West Bromwich Albion in the 2nd tier. Their next game, their 6th, was a win over Norwich. Do wonder if they lose today, and if they were to lose by a few, whether he would be in charge when Sheffield United take on Charlton at Bramall Lane in their next game. It's a very big 45 minutes for Ruben Sayers. So Ipswich get the second half underway from right to left. Attacking the Bobby Robson stand in this 2nd period. Stands behind each goal, named after England managers, great England managers of days gone by. Bobby Robson away to the left and Alf Ramsey to the right. No substitutions at half-time, but we did see Gustavo Harmer warming up for Sheffield United. Guinness. And Louis Barry wins the throw-in. Cagusta. Little untidy spell here. McAteer's lost it. Barry. Burrows. Cagusta couldn't win it back. Might be a shooting chance here. It's off target from O'Hare. But it's another attempt for Sheffield United, another one off the mark. It's a really untidy passage of play. Not O'Hare's best effort. Palmer. Tanganga for Cooper. O'Shea. Play out Ipswich Town, and it doesn't always go that well for them. Greaves just caught here. I think he's going to be okay. No foul by Matos. again here, Ipswich. There's a high boot. It's Matchday who's down, yes it is. They keep doing it. They've got more wrong than they've got right so far doing this, playing out from the back. But it's how Kieran McKenna wants them to do things. They have a free kick. It's been a scrappy start to the second half. Matchday, having had treatment on the pitch, is making his way off it. We'll have to wait for at least 30 seconds before referee Farai Halan lets him back on. Burrows under a bit of pressure and dealing with it. Peck. Tanganga. Furlong's header. Mark McGuinness. Sidney Peck. O'Hare. Matos. Touched by Peck. Here's George Hurst for Ipswich, giving it away to Jayden Philogene. A buzz around the crowd as he advances. Cuts inside again, Philogene. There is room, and he got the shot away, and it's 2-0. Well, that's probably a better goal than his first, and his first was pretty good. Jayden Philogene has 2. And Ipswich have clear blue water between them and Sheffield United, and would appear to be heading for their first win of the season, thanks to Jayden Philogene. Had a lot to do here. Drifted inside. Got away from 2 and then cut back into the near post, catching out Michael Cooper. Really good goal. Ipswich Town 2, Sheffield United 0. Two high-quality finishes from Philogene. Peck's won it. O'Hare. Sidney Peck. Kayusta. Matos blocked him off. It's a free kick. Well, Ipswich are in the driving seat. And their supporters are predicting a rapid demise for Ruben Sayers, the Sheffield United manager. It's a decent little turn to give me a free kick. Cards coming out here from McGuinness. He thinks it was just an accidental collision of feet. The referee, Farai Hallam, saw it otherwise. It's the first yellow of the game, actually. Mark McGuinness here. He did get a foot on the ball. There is then a tangle. It might be slightly unfortunate that it's a yellow. Certainly a foul, I think, because of the angle he came in trying to win the ball. Tyrese Campbell stretching his legs. Gustavo Harmer, the two big guns really, who were both left out of the Sheffield United side. That's flicked on neatly, and it's a corner to Ipswich Town. It's not greatly mistaken, it's their first of the game. Philogene, thinking about hat-tricks perhaps. In goes the corner kick, deep toward the back post. McGuinness got something on it. O'Hare's there, and that'll be a goal kick to Sheffield United off the toe of McAteer. Well, Sheffield United need some kind of response. Callister just caught, I think, as he fell by Godfrey. I think he's played really well, Jens Callister. This is where the goal came from. Hurst will get an assist for this, but really Philogene does it all himself. Godfrey. Well, you have to think that Ipswich are going to introduce this fella at some point. He is the most expensive player ever signed into a championship club. He's a compatriot of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, a Norwegian international, Sindre Walla Egeli. Just short of £20 million from Nordsjælland, who are a Danish club. City Peck for Sheffield United. It's better. Pushed around from Tom Cannon by Alex Palmer. It's the first effort on target in the game. I think it was on target. It's certainly a corner. Hurst got something on it. Burrows. Callum O'Hare. Lots of red and white jerseys forward. Brooks. Almost an hour played. You would think substitutions must be coming soon for Sheffield United. Ah, they are. Campbell, Harmer, and Tai Chong. An hour played. Oh, that might fall for Hurst. He's bundling through, the angle's horrible. But he puts it through the legs of the keeper. And it's 3-0. Right through the legs of Michael Cooper. Horrible mix-up for Sheffield United. It's about to make a triple substitution. They're 3 goals behind now. Palmer's long ball downfield. Mistimed by McGuinness. Misjudged badly by Burrows. And then completely messed up by Michael Cooper. That's a terrible goal to concede. Some shocking defending from Sheffield United. Ipswich 3, Sheffield United 0. And George Hurst's second goal of the season has surely put this game out of sight. So Sheffield United making multiple changes, actually 4 of them, because Jibril Soumare is coming on as well as the 3 we saw earlier. Tyrese Campbell, Tahi Chong and Gustavo Harmer, I think, are all coming on. Sammy Smodics is going to be coming on for Ipswich Town, as well as a debut for Marcelino Nunez, signed from Norwich City of all places by Kieran McKenna in the transfer window. So Campbell and Chong are on. Chuba, Akpom and Jens Kuyusta are making way for Ipswich. And we're going to see Marcelino Nunez, once of Norwich City. Not many make that journey from Norwich to Ipswich, but the Chilean international has. And Sammy Smodics is on for Chuba Akpom. Confirmation of the Sheffield United changes. Too little, too late, maybe, and here's Hurst again. 4, no, offside. Well, the flag went up, I think, before the ball had even gone in the net. And it's a good decision, really good decision, actually. That is offside. Alistair Nelson with the flag, very sharp. Sheffield United need a miracle. Gustavo Harmer here, turning it infield. Here's Sidney Peck. It's better. Peck. Ball is still alive. O'Hare here for Sheffield United. Harmer's ball into the box, headed away. Collected by Tanganga. Smollett's trying to force an error. Hurst off after it. Well, he took off Cannon, Matos, Brooks and Barry, brought on Sumare, Harmer, Campbell and Chong. But I think the game is decided, and I think some of those fans' minds are decided about Ruben Sayas as well. Can't help feel that the young Spanish coach might do well to last the week. Been a really poor performance from them once they fell behind. Here's Davis. This has the promise of more Ipswich goals. Philogene, and still, and no penalty. Here's O'Shea. Greaves. That's a foul on Philogene. Nice bit of skill, but not enough for a penalty. Been well refereed the game so far, I think, by Farai Halam. To see Smodics keeper held on. Well, we're not quite halfway through the second half. There's a good deal of football still to be played. Sheffield United would probably quite like to skip the next 23 minutes if they could. They're in a bit of bother here, to be honest. Samare's clearance is coming right back at them. Philogene has never scored a senior hat-trick. He has now. And he's got 3 of them. Well, a landmark in the young career of Jayden Philogene. He's doubled his Ipswich goal tally here tonight. Little deflection, but it's his goal. hit viciously. I think just a little flick off the boot of the lunging Godfrey sent it on its way, but it's a Philogene hat-trick at Portman Road. And it's Ipswich 4, Sheffield United 0. Not quite sure where Sheffield United go from here. Not sure where he goes from here. This could get worse for the Blades. Here's Philogene. Leif Davis. Smodix. Philogene. Sam Smodix. Tanganga in the way. Tai Chong. And we are going to get another flurry of Ipswich substitutions, and we are going to get to see Sindre Egeli, who, wearing number 8, comes on for Ipswich Town. The 19-year-old Norwegian. George Hurst has got his goal, and he is being replaced as well by Ivan Azon, another of the signings in the transfer window, a Spanish centre-forward signed from Como on loan. And that's it for the hat-trick hero, Jayden Philogene. A big hug from Kieran McKenna. Jayden Philogene is also replaced. His job done. And on comes Jack Clark. First introduction to the game by Clark. O'Shea. They've got a really good squad, Ipswich. So quality runs deep. They look very much back on track. Well, they are thoroughly enjoying themselves. Those whose hard work has paid off. That's half a chance. Leif Davis was in the way. The ricochet, as Gustavo Harmer followed up, takes it behind for a Sheffield United corner kick. Bit of applause for Gustavo Harmer from those travelling fans as he goes over to take the corner kick in front of them. In it goes. Up it goes from O'Shea, helped then on its way by Egeli. And it chases on. This is Ivan Azon. Clark Schmodix! Saved by Cooper. Sheffield United and could make them pay more before this game is done. Straight out of play from Cooper. Matt Holland, one of the Ipswich, he's enjoying himself too, Matt. One of the men of that George Burley team that qualified for the UEFA Cup. Finished third in the Premier League under George Burley, Ipswich Town. O'Shea. Harmer. Chance for Burrows to get the ball into the box, which he does. Couldn't find Campbell. Burrows again, it's charged down. Gustavo Harmer. Harrison Burrows. Reeves header. Clark is there for Ipswich. Jumped over the ball and it's collected by Godfrey. Clattered away by Greaves. As we stand, Sheffield United already this season have a goal difference of -10. No points. Jibril Sumari. Callum O'Hare. Harmer's cross. Picked out by Palmer. Ball by Davis. Schmodix. Greaves. O'Shea. Matisiwa. Azon chasing this. Tang Chong is there. Clark. Moving it neatly. Here's Agelli. Tall, right-sided forward player. Just behind Azon. Jibril Sumari here for Sheffield United. He's trying to do too much with that. Shot blocked by Tanganga, and Clark's got him behind Godfrey, and it's 5-0. And that's gone through the keeper's legs as well. Well, I'm sorry to say, not for the first time, some dreadful Sheffield United defending. And the finger will be pointed at Ben Godfrey again. Jack Clark helps himself to Ipswich's 5th. I mean, I don't know why Sumare is thinking he can dribble through everybody. Tanganga with a block. Godfrey lets Clark get away from him and just gives up. And it goes through the legs of the goalkeeper. Culpability everywhere you look. Sheffield United have been absolutely terrible, and they're 5-0 down. Interesting to know what Ruben Sayers is going to have to say after this performance. Greaves' header. Away by Darnell Furlong. It's been a really terrible performance from his team. Tanganga. Well, with 10 minutes to go, you wouldn't necessarily be looking to come on at 5-0 down. Chong is beaten by Clark. Here's Davis. Schmodix, Igeli, corner kick Ipswich. Scored 11 times in his 43 games for Nordsjælland before joining Ipswich Town. Leif Davis to take this corner kick for the home side. And O'Shea, I think, got the final touch on that. It's a goal kick. Well, Ben Godfrey is being replaced by Femi Seriki. Godfrey has had better nights, let's be honest. Was actually on loan here at Ipswich last season from his parent club, Atalanta. Whistler's gone. Stopping Clark in his tracks. He was worried, the referee, that it might be a head injury for Azon, Ivan Azon. Schmodix, Clark. Gelly. It's gone behind for a goal kick. to forget for him. Two of the goals have gone through his legs, but he's not the only one who will look back on this evening with no pleasure at all. There's Sariki. Sumare getting it wide toward Burrows. Harmer. Burrows. Tyrese Campbell in the middle. This is O'Hare taken away from him. Machasiwa, and then Harmer driven wide. Davis with the forward ball. Good turn by Sariki. Fouled by Ivan Azon. Free kick quickly taken. Here's Sivi Peck. Harmer. Burrows deflecting. And just popping into the gloves of Alex Palmer. Off Peck. Last 5 minutes of Sheffield United's misery. Jacob Greaves for Ipswich Town. Clark. Ball just gone out of play, I think. Sariki. Given to Smodics, it has come to Clark. Now it's Sam Smodics, and Cooper makes the save. He'll be pleased with that. He didn't want to see a sixth one go past him. But it sums Sheffield United up. Nunez to take this corner. In toward the near post, where the flick from Darnell Furlong ended up in the side netting. Only just. Harmer. They've lost it. Sam Smodics here for Ipswich Town. Darnell Furlong. Greaves. Davis. Clark. Found Sariki by Jack Clark. never going to get onto that. Nunez played 119 games for Ipswich's great rivals, Norwich. Marcelino Nunez scoring 12 goals along the way. It's a foul by Tanganga and a yellow card. Johnny McGuinness in the book for the foul on Ivan Azor. Who is this 22-year-old Spanish striker? Como of Italy, signed in from Real Zaragoza, yet to play for Como. On loan at Ipswich, this is his second appearance, both off the bench. Sheffield United will be looking for no added minutes from fourth official Oliver Langford. I think they're allowed to do them favours, and the number is 5. Appeals for handball against Sariki, here's Greaves. And away with effort from Nunez. Norwich come here in a few weeks' time. Blackburn next for Ipswich, then Portsmouth, Bristol City, then the East Anglia derby here. That's the man of the match. And that's the scoreline. Philogene having contributed 3 of the 5. Ball from McGuinness, and as a result of it, he's fouled. It's a free kick. Samari caught him. Marcelino Nunez might just be saying to Leif Davis, I fancy this. There's a few of them fancy it by the look of it. Well, it would be a good way to mark your debut, wouldn't it? If the former Norwich man comes here and smashes in on his debut for Ipswich. Let's see what he does with this. Marcelino Nunez against the red and white Sheffield United wall, and Michael Cooper in their goal. That's not a bad effort. Tipped a lot. Not quite enough. Davis. That's going to be a Sheffield United throw-in. Peck, Campbell, O'Hare, and Palmer's there. challenge by Furlong. Igeli. It's an Ipswich throw-in. So last few seconds of what's been a humbling evening for Sheffield United, if they hadn't already been humbled enough this season. Ipswich right back on it. Their first win of the season is incoming. Here's Igeli. I think he headed it. He enjoyed it. So there we are, a comprehensive victory for Kieran McKenna's Ipswich over Ruben Sayers' Sheffield United. Ipswich are off and running for the season, their first victory coming in the 5th match of the campaign. 5 goals in it. Jayden Philogene with his first senior hat-trick, a night to remember for him. George Hurst and Jack Clark both got their second goals of the season too. Sheffield United were pretty awful, and Ruben Sayers has a lot to think about, and those in charge at Bramall Lane have some big decisions to make, because his players did not perform tonight, and they are 5 defeats in 5 at the start of the season, Sheffield United, and that's not good enough for anyone, least of all a team looking to be in the promotion shake-up again. Match ball for Philogene. 3 points for Ipswich. Ipswich Town 5, Sheffield United 0.